Hello, I'm Lindell from South Carolina. I'm in the process of inking a t-shirt with our May 2022 club transfer. I had picked up this lavender shirt at Walmart, and I got a yellow one, pale yellow as well. I like these shirts. They are inexpensive, and they have kind of three-quarter sleeves, and they're nice shirts. Anyway, for some reason, I kept seeing yellow and lavender, and I decided let's do a lemon transfer on the lavender shirt. I am pulling the transfer off of the backing. It doesn't need to be fuzzed because it's going to be on fabric, and we want it to bond nicely to push that ink through. We won't be using paste, but ink. So I'm lining it up, and I put it on the ink mat. I put the ink mat in between the inner part of the shirt so that it is tacky and it sticks to it. So now I'm kind of just taking a little squeegee and making sure that I have no bubbles, and I've pressed it all out well. I am using Bumblebee ink, and I will be using Meadow, the green, and I'll be using bright white for the border. So I'm simply applying the ink and making sure it goes through that screen down onto the fabric. Our ink is permanent. It is very permanent once it's heat set. And you want to not get it on anything while you're working because it usually won't come out. And so now I'm going all around the lemon itself on the top there, and a lemon slice, and then lemonade, I think lemonade, and then it says fresh squeezed. I don't remember what else. And then at the very top of the transfer is a little branch, a little green lemon branch, leaves, and at the bottom the same thing. And I got ink on my shirt. So there could have been a happy mistake. Fortunately, that came out. If it had not, I would have had to put a bow or a button or something. Anyway, I lifted the transfer so that my ink doesn't stick in the screen, and to make sure that everything was in there correctly before I started with my next color. And I'm using the Meadow now for, like I said, those lemon branches that are at the top and the bottom of the transfer. And then there's a leaf that's coming out of the lemon and the lemon slice. And I'm using my tool, a special tool that you hold like a pencil, sort of, so it gives you more ability to do small areas. So now I've checked, and I think everything's okay. I'm cleaning my tool up a little bit with a Clorox wipe. I like to clean my squeegees and those items, accessories that I'm using with a Clorox wipe to just prevent any bacteria forming anywhere. So I now am going to work the bright white as soon as I lift the green a little and make sure everything's looking good. And it is. Then I'm going to have to adhere that back down really well. You see that wet spot down there where I got ink. That all came out, by the way. It was completely, I was very lucky there because you need to be pretty careful. Don't have ink on your fingers, just kind of, there will be times that it's going to happen, and you just have to try and make it a happy mistake in some way. In crafting, I think we kind of like to have a motto that there are no mistakes. The crafter's eye is what the crafter's eye is, and it's in the eye of the beholder to see the beautiful work that we crafters do. That's how I feel. So I'm applying with this mini squeegee my white paste right now, white ink, I'm sorry. And I'm going to switch over to the tool because it is easier to cover just those two border lines that are going to go around it. It's just a lot easier. So there I have switched, and I'm going to finish off the white paste with the border all the way around the transfer. And this is our club transfer for May of 2022. You can join the club. It's $19.99. You have a lot of other benefits. In the first 90 days, it's required to stay in the club. But there's benefits which we have coming up this month. You can buy some paste at 50% off. You can buy some transfers. You can buy different things, and your shipping is free, only the shipping of your club. So there again, what comes in your club package is the transfer and 3 paste packets to make the transfer. So I'm drying now my ink so that I can lift the shirt off of the ink mat at some point and put the little ironing board inside, and we'll use my heat press. I have already warmed my heat press up, and I just have a little mini heat press. There are so many heat presses out there. It's a popular item. Cricut has a really nice size one that would sit right over that whole transfer, and it's already timed is for the time you need it, and you just sit it over there and let the beeper go, and then you know you're done. In my case, I'm going to manually rub the heat press around once I get this situated. So again, I'm still drying because you need to get it reasonably dry, and I'm lifting now little by little the t-shirt from the tacky ink mat. And at this point, it's pretty dry where it won't get, like if you bend it over or something, it won't get on the shirt anymore. It won't get on anything. But you still want to be kind of careful and not stretch too much, but get that shirt up off that board so that you can apply the little ironing pad that I got on Amazon with my heat press. It didn't come with my heat press, but I got it at the same time. So now I put parchment paper on top of that little ironing pad in there because on the back, I don't want it to go through to the ironing pad. So now I'm heat pressing. I'm going to go like it. The heat press is, I'm not sure the temperature, 300 maybe, 350. I'm not sure. That I didn't read about, but I go like about 30 seconds an area. Lift and make sure everything looks good. The parchment paper is a barrier to help you work this little heat press better, and protection against your fabric and the ink itself. So I kind of feel it out, and if there's still a little bit of tackiness, see, I had a little bit of tackiness. I got a little bit of ink on my finger, I think, and I kind of cleaned it off with my spray bottle. So I now am going to flip the t-shirt inside out, because on the back side you have a little bit that goes through, as you can see. You want to heat set that, and that's about all that you have to do. It is now washable. I don't put mine in the dryer anyway, so hope you enjoyed this little video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.